out of the way, let's get into the second main topic. Our second main topic is the United States Women's National Team will play Colombia on Friday, January 22nd on ESPN2 at 7 p.m. Eastern, and this is a preview to that match. So, like I said earlier, leverage your free trials. Prepare to watch it now because I don't want your hearts to be broken when the match comes up and you won't be able to find the match. Prepare now. You'll be all good to go. But overall for this match, I think it's going to be more of a mixed up roster because I think Vlatko will have seen all he needs to know to prepare for the She Believes Cup. So for this case, I think he'll want to see some of the youngsters come in. How much he's really going to mix up the roster, I don't know. The reason I don't know is because one, I'm not the coach. I'm not Vlatko. But he's still got a She Believes Cup to prepare for. He's still got a tournament to go ahead and hopefully win, especially whenever you host a tournament. There's always additional added pressure there. So I think Vlatko, if he doesn't have things quite figured out for the She Believes Cup, he's going to use the second match, not change it up a ton and figure out those kinks. But if he's got it figured out, it'll have a ton of change, I think, but only time will tell, so we'll see. Um, I can't imagine he'll go too crazy with the change up because you play to win today, you don't play to win 10 years from now, at least not in every case. That's a bit of a weird analogy, but those are just my thoughts on how much he'll mix up the roster. But having said that, this is actually my starting 11 prediction for the match. Starting in goal, this is bold. I have Ashlyn Harris starting in goal for this game. I don't know why she didn't play last game. Maybe she didn't perform well in camp, but I think that might have been a good wake up call for her for the next for the interim between the two matches, and that she'll go ahead and start this game. Starting off in defense, I've got Ali Krieger playing in the right back position for the same reason as I've mentioned with Ashlyn Harris. Probably a good wake up call for her. And I think Vlatko want to see more fullbacks. Like I said, he's been sampling a lot of them. He took a lot of them to camp with him. Why won't he want to see more of them? So I think Ali Krieger will get the start in this match. Abby Dahlkemper and Becky Sauerbrunn will be starting in the central defense positions. I don't think he'll change much up there. He might sub on Tierna Davidson in a central defense position, but we'll see. In the left back, we've got Emily Sonnet. I think he still wants to see a lot of Emily Sonnet with how well she played in the first match. I believe she'll get the start for this game. Moving on up to the midfield, not a whole ton of changes here. Julie Ertz starting at holding midfield alongside Lindsay Horan, and I've got Katerina Macario starting alongside Lindsay Horan for this game as well. Katerina Macario, I think Vlatko is going to want to see more from her. I think she'll start, and I think she'll actually play all game long. We'll see, though. Moving on to the forward line, this is going to be the most interesting because there's not very many forwards to go around for this game. But I've got Megan Rapinoe getting the start again. Since she only played 45 minutes, I anticipate she'll play more in this game. Carly Lloyd, with how frustrated I think Carly Lloyd was in the first game, I think she'll want to go be out for blood for this game. I predicted that in the first friendly that she would get a hat trick. Turns out Sam Ewis did. So for this week, I predict that Carly Lloyd will get a hat trick. In the right wing, this is going to be real interesting. I've got Mallory Pugh starting this game and probably playing all game long too. I think Mallory Pugh has a lot of talent. I think that she hasn't really gotten a chance to play yet in the squad, at least for this year. So I think she'll get the start for this game. And Lynn will not end up starting for this game. But here's my sub predictions. As I learned the other day, for these international friendlies, you get 6 subs. And I think Vlatko is going to use all 6. I've got Mitch Purse getting subbed on in the right back position for Ali Krieger. I wouldn't be surprised if Midge Purse started over Ali and then Ali's subbed on, but that's just a small caveat to that. I've got Tierna Davidson also being subbed on for one of the 2 center defenders. That might be a bit of a stretch because I think Vlatko might even want to see Alana Cook or another outside defender, maybe even Emily Fox. Emily Fox definitely crossed my mind as well. No, excuse me, guys. Christy Musov also getting subbed on. I believe she'll be subbed on for Haran or Macario. I've got Sophia Smith actually coming on in this particular match. I think she'll come on for Carly Lloyd. Carly played 90 minutes and hasn't really played much in the last 9 months, so I think she'll need a bit of a breather, and I think that Sophia Smith will be that breather for Carly. Roosevelt will come on again. I don't think she got a full chance to really get integrated in the squad and to shine, so I think she'll come on. And then last but not least, I've got Emily Fox actually getting subbed in this game too, so I've got 3 defenders out of the 6 subs coming on. I wouldn't be surprised if Jaylene Howell came on for Julie Ertz in a central defending midfield position, but I think Vlatko want to see what Emily Fox can do out there. The rest of the bench, I think Jane Campbell will also be on the bench again for this match. If not, it'll be Aubrey Bledsoe because I think he'll give Alyssa Nair just a full day off. So that's kind of my lineup prediction, guys. I would love to know what your prediction is or what your thoughts are going to be for the upcoming friendly. I'm really curious to see how much Vlatko is really going to mix things up and try out new things because um, you just got a really interesting situation where you're trying to prepare for a tournament that's 6 months out, but you're also trying to prepare for a tournament that's 2 weeks out. Or actually, no, I'm sorry, about a month out with the She Believes Cup. So it'll be interesting to see what he ends up doing. If you've got a starting 11 prediction, make this fun. Go ahead and jump down in the comments below and let me know your thoughts. All right, so if I had to predict a score line for this particular match, I've got the U.S. winning this game by a score of 6-0. Reason being is because the U.S. had a bad shooting day last time out, but I think that they'll sort of find that form. They'll have worked on it this week, and they will hand Colombia another clean sheet and also a very convincing win. Like I said earlier in the first main topic, I think Colombia winning by a score of 4-0 was flattering for them, and that the U.S. won't be as I don't want to say lenient this time out, but I think the U.S. will be a little bit more precise this time out and score a lot more. And I will say as well, to go into that kind of scoreline prediction, players will be warmed up from the previous match and they'll all have gelled a little bit together in a real situation. So there's that as well. But all right, guys, what are your thoughts on the upcoming friendly? Do you think Vlatko will change up the roster or not? What is your scoreline prediction? Feel free to jump down in the comments below and let me know. Whew. Wow. I feel like I've been talking really fast. I should slow down just a little bit. But the good thing is about YouTube and all those other platforms, you can slow down the speed by a lot if I'm talking too fast, guys. But okay, so with all that U.S. women's national team news down and out of the way, let's get into